What's up? Back with a video today. I'm on the way to work. It's a beautiful day. Day after Halloween, November 1st. The holidays are starting. They'll be over before you know it, so enjoy them. Guys, today we have a topic that I want to cover regarding fuel hauling and the different ways that you can get paid in fuel hauling or hauling fuel. If you're looking into hauling fuel, this is the video for you. And if you already haul fuel, well, if you have anything else to add, leave them in the comments. I'm sure I'll miss some stuff, but stick around. Hit the like button. Okay, so there's really like there's like 2.5 or 3 types of ways you can get paid in fuel hauling. Okay, it's kind of different than any other type of trucking. Now, there is different opinions on how you get paid and stuff like that. I'm going to try to cover those in this video, so let's get right to it. Okay, the first way that you can get paid in hauling fuel is paid by the load. All right, so a lot of companies, they'll pay you by each load that you do, and you can make good money doing this. And it varies. So if you have a load, if you have like 2 or 3 loads a night and they're longer loads, those are typically going to pay more. So you might get 60, 75, 80 bucks for the long load. I'm just throwing numbers out here. And you might get 40 or 50 for like a short load. Okay, but there is ups and downs to loads. Of course, if you're paid by the load and you're hustling and you're knocking loads out, you're doing like 5 loads a night, you're gonna make good money. And with fuel hauling, it's very consistent. That's the thing about hauling fuel. Like, people are always gonna be buying gas and diesel. Some gas stations are gonna be more busy than others, but it's typically very consistent and year-round. Of course, there's probably slow periods and stuff where it slows down, but it always picks right back up. Now, when you're getting paid by the load, you're hustling, everything goes smoothly, maybe you're working nights, you're making a killing, okay? But there's a caveat. So, say you're working day shift and you have like a long load and you hit traffic. Well, that's just you're literally losing money, because now your load that pays 50 bucks is taking you an hour and a half. Say there's like an accident and it's locked down on the highway. It kind of screws your night up, because you still have to adhere to hours of service and stuff like that. And also, if you're a new fuel hauler and you're just getting your feet wet and you're learning the business, I would recommend that you try to find a company that is either hourly or has a guaranteed minimum. And that was what my first fuel hauling job had, a guaranteed minimum, and they paid by the load too, but they had it to where you really couldn't break minimum pay unless you did like over 6. Like, the only way you could break minimum pay was like working 6 days and killing it. So they had like a guaranteed pay in place, and that is perfect for a new fuel hauler. If you have a guaranteed minimum and it's a good minimum, $1,500 a week or whatever, it's pretty solid for a new fuel hauler, and you're guaranteed to get that. But the thing that sucks is you can't make more. It's like salary, getting paid salary. So load pay is good, and once you get your boots on the ground and you know how to bust out some loads, you can make good money. And especially once you know your area and stuff like that. There's a lot of guys that get paid by the load that make great money. So that is load pay. Okay, now the second, so I kind of looped load pay and guarantee pay in the same thing, because as far as I'm concerned, if you are paid this other way, this is how I get paid, hourly pay. I don't know, they don't really have guarantees for hourly pay. At least not at Gemini, but hourly pay is awesome. okay? And there's a lot of different reasons why it's awesome, okay? The first reason is from the moment you clock in and you start pre-tripping, you are getting paid, okay? You're getting paid for everything you do. Guys, I haven't had an hourly job since before I was in automotive mechanics, because even that was flat rate. But the last time I had an hourly job was like a teenager making like $7 an hour at Publix bagging groceries, like when I was 16. It's been forever. But hourly's awesome, especially if you get overtime. We get overtime after 40 hours. You start making money, good money. The number one reason hourly pay is awesome is what I just went over. You are getting paid for every single thing you do. If you're on the company's time, you're getting paid for your time. That's awesome. The other reason is it doesn't create a mindset to where I gotta go. Like, yeah, of course you're working at a good pace, but you're not having to rush. And honestly, I think hourly pay creates safer driving practices because you're not in a huge hurry to get the load off the truck, or have, it makes it to where you can focus, drive safely, and get the fuel to where it needs to go safely in a safe manner without having an accident or a costly mistake like a cross drop. You're not going to have a huge spill, or worse, flip the tank on the road because you're hurrying around a curve and the tanker flips over, and now you got an accident, and you're probably not going to be able to get a trucking job anywhere if that happens. But yeah, it was weird getting paid hourly after not being paid hourly for so long, because I'm so used to hustle, rush, like getting paid by the mile. I used to get paid by the mile when I was over the road in regional. And I've been paid salary at a lot of jobs too, to where you just make the same thing every week. And that's kind of boring, honestly, but it's consistent too. I mean, it's good, but it's nice to know, okay, if I work more, I'm going to get more money for my time, So that's the cool thing. But Love's used to pay. They used to pay by the load, and I think they went to hourly, I don't know how long ago, 5-10 years ago. Someone correct me in the comments. I don't know, but I'd put money on the fact that one of the main reasons they went to hourly pay was for safety, to create an atmosphere where you're not rushing and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the awesome thing about paid hourly. If I hit traffic, I mean, I'm not trying to hit traffic. Nobody likes sitting on a road, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm getting paid by the hour though. So it's awesome. If you can find an hourly trucking job, even if it's not hauling fuel, that pays overtime, go for it, because it's a whole different mindset, and it's pretty rewarding. But that's today's video, and I hope you enjoy. So subscribe if you haven't and you want to keep up to date with trucking stuff, or just hear me talking a truck. See you guys.